Hello guys! So today we will be continuing on with Trials of Odin Part 2. Because yesterday during the live stream we did obviously get to level 2 because it takes like 2 seconds to get there. But I've been hoarding my event currency since then. You can see we've completed all of these tests for now, and we will get a new refill in 40 minutes. But we are going to be making our way through level 2, maybe level 3 as well. I suppose we'll see. So first chest is not a key, which is fine. You know, I don't expect to find the keys in our first chest on every level. That would just be crazy luck, even though luck doesn't matter too much in these events. But can we do these fights on the side here? So on the side, we can use Plant, we can use Shadow, Legendary, and Divine. That's like the perfect set of elements for my team. And I do believe that we can use Divine again for all the fights in Part 2, just like in Part 1 of the Castle event, but I have not checked everything on the wiki as of yet, because, I mean, what is the point? Here we can use Legendary and Divine again, so as long as this Legendary Divine theme continues, we are Gucci. One can hope and pray, am I right? But overall, you know, it's exactly the same as the first castle event. The only problem is you are going to have to be a lot more on it in terms of resets, because this part is more difficult than part 1, and part 1 of this event was annoying enough. So, realistically, every single reset that you can be on for, you need to be fully depleting everything. I mean, even level 2, the roots are so expensive. Genuinely, it's super expensive. And, I don't know, I've always wanted them to make the events easier, but it seems like they just keep making them more and more difficult over time. I mean, obviously, it's Game Loft's choice, they can do whatever they want, but I just see more and more people disheartened because of how expensive some of these levels are. It's really annoying, to say the least. But, I mean, you can get, like, what is it, 2400 event currency, more Plant. You can get 2400 event currency for every reset. And I have had people before say, but it's impossible to get all of the points in a reset, Quacks. It's really not. The only thing that stops you from completing these events is how frequently you can log in and what your resources are in terms of, you know, portal energy and stuff like that. We still haven't found it. Really, we're gonna have to use up, like, all of this currency just to get through this level. Typical. Typical. I mean, we do have to open up every single chest anyway in Part 2. So just like in Part 1, if you don't find the keys straight away, it's not even that big of a deal, because if you're going for Odin, you're going to have to open up every chest anyway. So all that it does is it stops you from getting Thor as quickly. And obviously to people that probably don't have the time to go for Odin, but only have the time to go for Thor, that could be a problem if you get really unlucky on the chests. But comparatively, getting Thor is a lot easier than it is to get Odin. Because again, there is a massive difference between having to just find the key in the final level, between opening up every single chest on every single level, including in Part 1. Because remember, if you didn't find all of the pieces in Part 1 of the Trials of Odin event, you cannot get Odin. That's a very important thing to remember. Because if you only got like 8 pieces for him in Part 1, but you finish Part 2, you're not going to get him anyway. This one? Nope. Well, I guess we will indeed open up every single chest on level 2. Whatever. We had the event currency for it, sure. Still sort of aggravating. But I can at least be glad that this luck of not finding the key this early on happened in this type of castle event and not the other style, where it really does matter how quickly you find it. So I guess I'll take solace in that. Even if you get some crappy RNG luck on the keys, at least it doesn't matter that much. Oh well, let's go. Let's go. We'll move on to level 3 and see if we can get to level 4 as well, maybe? That might be pushing it a little bit. But we'll find out. But this was basically an entire full level walkthrough for level 2. So if you were curious to see what all of the fights were like, there you go. It really is different when you save up all your event currency rather than just trickling it as you collect. So there we go. The key was found in the final chest. Wow, it's almost like it was guaranteed to be there. Oh yeah, wait up! The Heimdall dragon gave me this old tome. It describes what happened between the Vikings and the Northern Divines. It wants you to take it. Thanks, Uncle Viking. I'll read this on the road. This is sure to clear up some of the mysteries we've encountered. We're entering the semi-finals, trainer. Put on your game face. It is about to get real. And then we get 25 gems for completing that level. That's really not too bad. That's pretty good. So we've got some time before the next round. Want to read a little from this tome that the Heimdall dragon gave us? Let's see what happened here. Long ago, the Northern Divines and the Vikings got along wonderfully. They'd help each other grow stronger together and coexist in harmony. But one day the Vikings became greedy. Instead of working together with the Northern Divines, they wanted to overpower them and invade their mystic land. The Northern Divines beat the Vikings easily and banished them from Midgarden so that they wouldn't have to deal with their rowdy subjects anymore. Abandoned by the Divines and exiled from Midgarden, the Vikings became conquerors, seeking out lusher lands to replace their former paradise. Fair? That's fair. And again, these elements have been pretty nice so far. We did have one where Andy wasn't allowed to be used, but I think that was a divine fight still. So keep it coming like this. Keep these element restrictions and I will be happy. Shadow as well. Shadow has been in quite a few of these fights. So my team for part 2 of the castle event, even just having Andy, actually wouldn't have even been that bad. I mean, obviously we do have our Hermes dragon at level 99 as well now. So we can use both of them, but even if we just had Andy, we would have been able to do all of these fights pretty much, apart from one. So it's been pretty good. See, everyone always goes, yeah, well, you should use epics because they're better for castle events. Well, what if the legendaries and divines that you choose have the elements that you need for the castle events anyway? I don't know, I just don't see the point in using epics for the sole purpose of just using them in castle events. It just feels like a lot of wasted materials to me. Unless all of your dragons are a really low level anyway, and it doesn't cost a lot to keep them all the same level, that's different from leveling up a clay dragon to level 70 for the sake of castle events, you know. So we can actually finish off level 3 as well. Not bad. So, do you smell something burning? It's not just me, right? Why, hello, ARYA. It's just you. If I might say so, you are absolutely smoking. Heinrich, you're the worst. If you win the tournament, the Divines will never trust humans again. We have to beat you. Wait, what the heck did you just set fire to? Her hair? Did I not pay attention? What the heck was that about? What? Okay, but the Forge of Divines. So this is where that smoky smell was. Oh, okay. I was like, what, did he set ARYA on fire? What the heck is going on? Okay, I'm glad that was cleared up. So I would say it's getting hot in here, but I don't want to catch that creep Heinrich to make another one-liner. Come on, trainer, let's wipe the floor with this creepazoid and make our way to the finals. So, wow, this is a cool level. Like, that was a... Ooh. Ooh, look at this level. Jesus, look at that. Ooh, the lava dragon statue. This is very, very OTT. I like it. Do I really have to go around the molten lava over there? My little tootsies are gonna get burnt. Well, I guess Thor's the one doing it. Well, sorry, Thor. You agreed to come along. It's sort of your own fault. And let's take on Fenrir here. So, ARYA, the most majestic beauty of Quackallandia. Only the heat of the Forge of Divines can match my heart's intense passion for you. So you're done with Grunhilda and Eliza, and now you're moving on to me? Gross. Do not break my heart like that, ARYA. I do not act kindly when my heart has been broken. Fenrir dragon, give her the heat. What is this? ARYA's like 40 years younger than him, isn't she? Or is this some DML lore that I've never delved into and he's actually meant to be her age? I'm getting creepazoided out. But either way, look at how cool Fenrir is. Oh, he looks so much cooler in-game with his animations than just on his images. I lost, but girls hate losers. That must be why girls don't like me. It's because I'm a loser. If only I won sometimes. Actually, Heinrich, I think girls don't like you because you think of them only as objects you can attain instead of human beings who should be under- What? Am I being preached about feminism or something right now? Oh well. No, that can't be it. It must be because I'm a loser. So long, ARYA. Next time you see me, I shall be a winner and you will love me. Okay, this dialogue is getting weirder by the second. We've had family disputes, we've had a lesbian love relationship, we have this Manhoe going around hitting on all of the women. I mean, whatever floats your boat, but that is a little bit creepy. But either way, level 4 I'm sure will be quite expensive as well. I do want to make our way over to the Molten Lava Pit of Death come next time. So that was an interesting little journey through the entirety of level 2. So I don't even know what to say. That was kind of creepy with him. But do also remember, if you have not participated, do make sure you have at least pressed the participate button on the Farming Fanatic event, because you can get a free 1,200 event currency, and that is not too bad. It's pretty good for just free event currency. You're going to need all of these mini events that you can get, because part 2 is not easy. So use everything at your disposal. There's also a crowded nursery event if you want to participate in that. But overall, like I say with all castle events, the best possible thing that you can do is just keep logging in as frequently as you can and making sure that you fully deplete all of these quests. Because if you're not fully depleting these quests pretty much all the time, you're not going to finish the event. So don't assume that you can just do a quarter of them and not even fully deplete them and still finish. That's not how this event works. Again, Gameloft are very, very strict on their requirements for completing these events, so keep that in mind. But anyway, for now guys, thank you very much. Good luck in everything that you're doing, whether that's your breeding or, I don't know, trying to find time for the game. But until next time, I'll see you then.